Hello, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you could make it. I hope you're all doing well. Pisces, we're going to take a look at your money and finances. Now, I have already shuffled with some of your energy. We're going to also shuffle some tarot and get some guidance for you about your money and finances situation. So let's take a look. Pisces, I keep hearing, I made a decision. So I feel like you are in a decision process, right? Or you're needing to make a decision, or you've made a decision, but it's like you need to work through your fears, because I feel like you're experiencing some sort of remorse or trepidation, or until you make a decision, you are going to struggle with trying to move past something that you got to work through your fears around concerning your money or work. Okay, now you do have, as your energy and attitude about your money and finances, is the Earth Fairy. That's a 27 breaking down to a 9, which is for me the Hermit. So you could be involved with the Virgo, but there is a focus for you on physical health, grounding, and foundations. So I feel like you are focusing or needing to focus on your physical well-being and emotional well-being, as it has to do with work and it has to do with money. Okay, but also that you are needing to ground yourself, or you're struggling to ground yourself to those regarding that, your money or work. There's a focus on your foundations, okay, around money, around work, around your health, that you are needing to concentrate on, or you're lacking concentration with. With it being a 27 here breaking down to a 9, this is you focusing on either wishes or nightmare. There's something that you want to see come true, or you're fearing something is not coming true, or maybe something isn't coming true. Something may not be in its final stages yet, or you want an ultimate way for something to happen, but that it's a change for you, a change that gives you growth and maturity, or there's a need for growth and maturity in order for you to come up with an ultimate way to change something through your experience or what you're experiencing that may be challenging or ongoing here. So there may be issues on self-reliance, but with the Hermit energy, you may be contemplating something, deliberating over something, trying to get some insight, trying to get some sense of self, trying to move past some deception. Maybe you're deceiving yourself, or you may be experiencing what appears to be a measure of deception that you're going through. This is you going through some analytical thought process here. You may be soul searching. You could even feel exiled in some way, but you can only adapt as much as possible to your new situation. So just adapt as much as possible and as completely as possible as you can, because there's some sort of new situation or change that you're going through or needing to go through, or something's coming into fruition, or something you're trying to retain. Something may or could be in its final stages, or you're experiencing closure with something, or difficulty with getting closure, or you're looking to clear something up or clear something out. But also this is you perhaps trying to see some attainment with something, or this is you either having determination or lacking determination. You may need to get consultation with this, but there's some concern around your prosperity, okay, with work and with money. You also could be coming out of this where you are finding yourself in a space of physical well-being, emotional well-being, that you are grounding yourself, keeping both feet on the ground, being practical, being mindful, problem solving, and securing your foundations or maintaining them. So you just pick and choose what side you're on here. But it feels more like you are struggling with this and needing to find a way to come out of that energy. Now, you also have lucky. Now, some of you are experiencing a stroke of luck, or you're needing to experience a stroke of luck with something concerning money and work for you. You also have daydream and decisions is a 7. So this is the 7 of Cups here. Okay, so you may be experiencing some confusion or looking at options, or you may be procrastinating with something, or you having trouble making a decision. Yeah, I made a decision. There it is. So busy shuffling for your energy, I didn't even notice until now. So yeah, this is like you need to get centered here. Okay, with all this blue, it's like you need to sift through your emotions and get to what is your truth about whatever you're experiencing confusion or needing to come up with an option or make a choice with, or that perhaps you want wish fulfillment with. But you want something positive to happen. You're hoping for something positive to happen. You could be just figuring, hey, I just hope I'm gonna be lucky with this, and it's gonna take like some action too. So you might need to get up off your ass, Pisces. You know, you may not get what you want, you know, striking this kind of pose. Okay, I mean, use that energy to get centered and clear away the confusion and figure out your shit. But then you need to bust a move, because you do have Pisces concerning your money or work. Accept it, don't pose it. Progress or fear. So pick and choose. What's your struggle? Pick your struggle. You're going to struggle with fear, or you're going to fight for progress. What are you going to do? You're going to go up, or you're going to go down? You may be fluctuating in your emotions or in your ability to make a decision, or you may be fluctuating about the decision that you've made. But you need to accept whatever the hell's happening around money and work, and don't fake it and don't pretend. Okay, it's okay to have some fear, but it should not be the blockage. You should not let that be a blockage for you. You need to focus on how to progress. You can't sit there and stay confused, Pisces. You gotta bust a move. You gotta, make a choice. See that option? See how finger going towards progress? I think that's what you need to do. But that thumb kind of lingering at fear, you can't make no move like that. All right? Use one finger and point. Which way will you go? Whatever you're dealing with money and finances here. So you also have new moon begins, or begin. Now the new moon talks about either something new is going to happen, because you do have a begin here, or something new is going to happen and begin where something's being removed. Maybe that's the decision you are finding yourself needing to come to. What needs to begin and what needs to be removed, to be done away with here. And so you may be needing to go through a process of elimination here, as it has to do with money or work, so that you can get something finally started. Because until you come out of confusion, until you accept and make a decision to move forward, to make progress here, to focus on what you want to build and start building that shit, or doing what needs to be done with it, luck may need a little hand from you for you to experience it. Just saying. Okay? Or maybe you're hoping that luck be a lady tonight. Maybe that's you. I don't know. But there's a sense of wanting to protect or concerned about the level of protection or how much you can, manage this. Now you also have, I am making decisions that support my future self. Are my money choices and decisions supporting my future? What would my future self want me to do? Okay? So these are decisions that you are making, or a decision you're making or needing to make, or that you have made that's going to impact your future. Your future foundation, your future money situation, your future work situation. An important decision is going to impact you. So you want to be smart about this, be creative even, and have your emotions in line. Now for some of you, you may be feeling lucky and feeling good, and you are moving towards progress. You have you clearing away the confusion, and you are making that decision, and you are forming whatever needs to happen to give you that foundation you want with money or with work. And so you're making decisions that eliminate the bullshit and bring in the new and give you a new start, and that has some reaching into your future. Or you worried about that shit. You either worried about that shit or you making shit happen, and it's going to also impact your future, right? So you do have, put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. So this tells me you going through something here, or you getting ready to come out of whatever you're going through. But whatever you're doing, you are hemming and hawing, bitching, complaining. You're talking to this one and that one. And have you gotten any results or help with that shit yet? Are you getting what you need? Because it don't look like you are. And so there's a need for you to put the phone down and bust a move here about what needs to happen. It's almost like there's too much sitting on your ass. It's too much procrastination. Too much talking about it and not being about it. So what you gonna do about it? Because there's the power of the pivot here. The power of the pivot is about what are you going to do? How are you going to assert yourself to create the change you want to see happen, or some sort of change is happening in your money or work circumstances that just pivots, just changes every fucking thing. For some in a good way, and for others of you, not so much. But there's some sort of issue being experienced with money or work, whether you're in it, coming out of it, going into it. But know this, Pisces, you do have a personal issue reaches solution. Okay? So you will get some sort of solution here to this situation, maybe by a stroke of luck, or, I feel like you may have to do this in person, or you need to handle this personally, or you need to get a live person on this and stop going through that automated system, or stop dealing with that person on the phone that you feel like is just brushing you off here because there's confusion, or they don't know what they're doing, or you need to get involved and participate in what's happening for you in order for you to get it to happen for you. And you may be dealing with some uncertainty and uneasiness here where I'm not sure, I don't know. Well, you need to know. Okay, you need to bust the move here. there may be a need for you to be careful about investments. There might be something that you probably shouldn't invest in because it might be a get rich quick scheme. Okay, or you may, or if that's not what it is, and it's about you putting your money towards something, you might need to get some consultation, from a professional. Okay, or you need to do your fucking homework. I also feel you need to watch where you put your money and whom you trust, as it has to do with your money and finances here. I mean, because there may be something where you could make money with a dream idea, but there's a need for you to be careful because you're not investing in, something that's, just small potatoes. This is something where you got to make sure you know what's happening because, it needs to count. So you don't want to invest in smoke and mirrors. Or maybe you're too busy sitting on the fence about something because you're considering all that shit. I don't know. But nothing's going to happen until you exercise the power of the pivot. Or maybe you do sit and wait to see what happens and you get a stroke of luck that brings the power of the pivot in, brings in the kind of change that you're looking for. Because, hey, you do get some sort of solution with an issue that you're dealing with, that you're going through. Some communication needs to happen here. Or maybe you need to speak up because I'm seeing all this blue. Maybe you need to talk yourself through this shit. I mean, sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes you gotta talk yourself through it. Okay? Don't be scared. I mean, be reasonable and, don't go off on the deep end here. But it looks like you're trying to be smart about it. You're trying to gather yourself. Or maybe you're trying to muster up the courage to fucking do this shit. You do got the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So you may be looking to see how to protect yourself. You may be looking for communication or trying to come up with a new plan. Page of Swords is also, you may be concerned about whether or not you're going to end up dealing with some sort of harsh reality, a harsh truth that you don't want to have to face or deal with. This is you needing to be smart about it. Get the knowledge here. Maybe you are excited about something, or you need to get excited about an opportunity here with this Page of Swords energy. And this Three of Pentacles, this is something you're working on, something to do at work. Well, there may be a need for you to protect yourself. So let's see what some messages are that's coming in for Pisces about their money and finances. Spirit, what are some messages? Now, you may also need to do the research or get a solution or seek answers. Remember, you had that 27 that breaks down to a 9, which talks about the Hermit. You may need to withdraw, recharge your batteries and soul search for what it is that you really want to make happen or see happen here. You may be trying to or needing to see how to get satisfaction or make sure you have enough or get a conclusion on this. Or you may need to take the time to release it, let it go. Okay? But there's something you need to adapt to here that you're contemplating or you need to contemplate or consider in order to bring something to a close or to clear something up or get to the final stages on it. Especially if it's something you're trying to attain or you want to see prosperity with, right? How else you gonna get it? How else are you gonna get it? I ask you. Spirit, what are the messages, please, for Pisces, money and finances? I'm using the Titanic Tarot, a Kickstarter project that I backed. Loving it. What are the messages, please, for Pisces around their money and finances? There may be something you need to discover. You may need to go on a new path, or there may be a need for new consideration. There may be a need for you to investigate or investigate more. Maybe a need for you to get a sense of all the possibilities and variables with this around your money or with work. Okay? Just saying. It's about you getting your desired result. That's the goal, right? Thank you. Let's see. You may need some guidance. Or you may need more experience. But also there may be a need for you to prioritize and have more of a minimal list approach to how you invest or how you handle your money or with work. Okay, where do a little at a time. Maybe you shouldn't go all out. I don't know. You want me to cut again? Let's see what your messages are. Thank you, Spirit, for Pisces. Let's go. Okay. Okay. So you do have at the bottom, the overall energy is the 6 of coins. Okay, so there's a need for you to balance your resources, or you may be trying to receive resources, or you being expected to give resources here with the 6 of coins energy. Now, also with the 6 of coins as a focus, this may be you trying to be careful, okay, with how you are dealing with others or relying on others for support or help at work or with money. This may be you taking out a loan, or you're trying to create more independence for yourself, or you taking a chance in some way on work or with a venture of some sort. So you want to be careful here, because you do have the 4 of Swords. There's a need for you to be mindful, to contemplate, to take a step back. Okay? This is someone taking a rest, taking a temporary step back. I almost said temporary setback. Are you dealing with a temporary setback that you're contemplating on how to balance it? Okay? There may be a focus on some sort of exchange, or the lack of exchange, or you might be nodding out from your part with something, or towards something with work or money, or someone treating you this way perhaps. I mean, with that 4 of Swords energy here, you may be, your focus may be off. You may not be focused, or somebody not focused here, okay, on what's going on. This is you needing to figure out how to get contentment and value peace and not be stressing. This may be you needing downtime with work, or whatever is bothering you, or you're dealing with where you're trying to balance your resources or money or work situation here, Pisces. So some energy that you're experiencing around money and finances is you have the King of Coins and the Page of Cups. Okay. So with the King of Coins here, this is you, or you could be dealing with someone. There could be something to do with business, or something that you're trying to manage or secure or have success in creating. The King of Pentacles focuses on, trying to develop, maintain their wealth, gain the knowledge, or have the knowledge to do that. You could be experiencing where your money is on the rise, but this is you being careful that your calculated risk that you're taking or needed to be, or you're getting that consultation, or you're managing your money or needing to manage your money, but you want to make sure that you're not getting carried away one way or another here. And the reason why you're focusing on management and stability with money or with work is because of this Page of Cups. And so with this Page of Cups here, you may be looking for some news. This doesn't look like somebody that got the news they're looking for yet. Or you may be trying to find a creative way out of something to do with work or money, or a creative way on how to do something and be successful at what it is that you're creating or what you want to see happen here. Or I feel like somebody may be unapologetic because they're rigid. That might be you, Pisces, or you dealing with someone who's like this. But the Page of Cups is saying that, you know, you're trying to have a turn for the better, hoping for a turn for the better, or a turn for, you're waiting for something to happen so that you can see a turn for the better here with your money or with work. You're waiting on some news. This is somebody looking for the news or looking to be creative on what may need to happen here. There's some observation here. You may be trying to discover something here to do with money or work, or something that's going on around management. Now, some more energy that's coming through for you is the Nine of Wands and the Three of Swords about your money and finances or work. Look at that. Yeah, you're on guard because of some sort of setback or loss of money or disappointment, or you're suffering in some way. And so now you may be feeling at some point wounded, or you might be feeling like that now, since I said now, but you're feeling wounded in some way. And the Nine of Wands here is also saying that you are suffering from some sort of setback or loss, and that there's a need for you to take a conservative approach, okay, to working this out. And it's going to take some time, step by step, bit by bit. You're going to have to do the work and work hard on it. But this is you focusing on finding a way to persevere, to overcome. This is you enduring what you're going through here. Perhaps because you haven't gotten news that you need to be able to have that security and stability that you want, or you weren't able to successfully create what you were trying to do here, or there's still something else you need to discover or learn, or there may be issues about money or work because there's a problem with having a clean slate, or that you don't have a clean slate, or a clean slate is needed, or a clean report, something like that. And so there's some sort of delay or setback, or something is mismanaged, but there's confusion around it, or you are fearing it. Some more energy you got coming in, Pisces, is the Page of Wands and the King of Swords. Now I'm seeing what, 2 pages. You got 2 pages showing up here. So with page energies, you know, be careful about being impulsive or being irresponsible or unapologetic in how you go about doing things with money or with work that's going to come back to bite you. Or you're just having trouble with getting that stability because you don't see a clear way to doing so. But with this Page of Wands, this is you observing your situation, because with the King of Swords, you could be dealing with authority. Okay? Someone may have some influence on your money or your work situation that you're experiencing, or there's a need for you to respond or try to take something in a new direction. But with the Page of Wands here, this page doesn't look all that enthusiastic, I tell you that. You see that page? That page is looking like, what the fuck? And with the Titanic, remember, there was glaciers of ice. So you want to be careful about any obstacle or something just coming up that's in a blind spot for you here. Because the Page of Wands is asking you to be careful about any new area of investment, that there's a need for you to do the homework, or there's a need for you to be very careful about a new financial opportunity or a new job. Because with this King of Swords energy, the King of Swords is saying that there's a major decision happening here, or there's a need for advice from a professional. The King of Swords is, if this is someone that you're working with, this is someone who is strong-minded, or this could be you. But there's a need for clear thinking here. There's a need for intellectual power and authority, or maybe intervention, or swift decisions are at hand, or there's a need to be dedicated or see how you can have influence. Now, for some of you, this is you focusing on how to influence a situation and take it in a new direction or go on a new path. Or there's a need to go on a new path with something, because with the King of Swords, something may be being cut. Or this is you able to go in a new direction because of what you are able to execute, or because of the knowledge you have, or the solid argument you're able to present, if that's the case. Or you have a very strong point of view, or you're doing what needs to happen logically. Okay? But this is you needing to be careful of any roadblocks. And there may be a need for you to be convincing, or there may be issues, or you're trying to see how to be convincing, as it has to do with money or work. But this is you needing to see the best logical way to advance in a situation through how you reason it, or you being reasonable, but have the wisdom, the power, and the tact. This may be some risk management here, or what's being governed, or how you're governing something. And so your likely outcome here is Death and the Knight of Wands. Okay? So you could be dealing with or involved with a Scorpio, but you experience a change or an ending or a loss because of something you do, the way that you assert yourself. Okay? It's like you need to be careful not to play around, because Death talks about you experiencing some sort of loss with money, or you're experiencing some sort of change with money because of the way you either assert yourself or the lack of asserting yourself. The Knight of Wands is movement energy. Maybe there's a need for you to be careful about your decisions. Maybe you're in and out, or that you are not able to rely on someone, that somebody flakes on you or something falls through. But there's some sort of loss that's happening here. Okay, an ending here. But just know with Death, where you experience some loss, or when as loss occurs here, whatever loss you experience, whether it's with money or work or both, just know that though you experience some loss, that there will be a change, there will be a transition where something new will turn up in its place. But you're going to need to be focused. You're going to need to be able to progress and move forward. You may even need to figure out how to create your own luck here, so that you can exercise the power of the pivot and just change this shit up, because this is transformation energy. So is this something you need to let go or move away from? You decide. Okay? Don't go down on a sinking ship. Let's see what some guidance is for you, Pisces. Yeah, it looks like you may have trouble counting on someone or counting on something. So, but there's some sort of resolution you get in that regard. but it may not exactly be the way that you would like, but you're still going to feel lucky anyway. What's some guidance for Pisces, please? Money and finances. Yeah, but you know, you got to be about it. Don't bitch about it. Don't keep talking about it. You're going to have to do. Or someone just keeps, you know, running bullshit with you. Keep talking it, but they're not coming through. Yeah, block out distractions. Thank you, Spirit. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. I'm also hearing you need to be careful about who you help out too, especially if what you're giving is something that is for your own maintenance and stability. And by you giving it, it jeopardizes yours, but you're trying to trust that who you're relying on is going to give it back when they say, and they may not be able to do that. So what I'm saying here is block out distractions and don't create your own blockages. What's for you is for you. Make sure that you're good before you help somebody else, if that's the case, or you're going to experience some fear, maybe some progress, but do you even want to be in that energy of trying to figure out which one may or may not happen here? If you got it and you need to keep it, then it's yours. Do what you need to do with it, but don't just, you know, to help somebody else, and I get it, give your last when you need it too. Give when you can. It's not going to affect you if you don't get it back. You know, that's really the best way to go about it. It's not easy to do, or it can be easy to do. Just choose, make a decision. But, you know, don't delude yourself here by saying, okay, I'm going to trust you, I'm going to give you that. It doesn't mean anything that the person, maybe they don't intend to flake out on you, but just something goes wrong. And guess what? Fuck your game up. You know, you got to focus on your progress and not put yourself in a position of fear. So make sure you take care of what you need to take care of, because maybe you are experiencing a stroke of luck right now, but that luck is to sustain you, not everybody else, especially what you give. You got to have that back, and if you don't get it back, you fuck your shit up. Okay? So block out distractions. Give if you can, but as long as it doesn't slight you. And there may be a need for more focus on your money and finances and with work, because something is changing. Something may be being lost to you, but something new will begin, or you may need to eliminate some things, or, you know, an idea. Okay? It's okay to be in a hope and a win and a prayer, but it's good to feel like you got some support while you do it, if you can make that happen, if you get what I'm saying, Pisces. So I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, Pisces.